To find materials or articles that are found in our Nexus Uni research database, just go back to our search widget on the library homepage and move the dot from EBSCO to Nexus Uni. Now this one's mostly newspaper databases, so if you're trying to track back some sort of scandal or a conspiracy and you want to kind of see newspaper articles from when it happened, you can just go ahead and select Nexus Uni and type in your topic. Now if I type in JFK assassination and click go, I'm going to see what kind of articles come up. Now this is kind of a natural language searcher, so sometimes you have to be a little careful because it's going to look only for the things that you've typed in. So if it's not looking for John F. Kennedy and assassination, like when you use Google, a lot of times it replaces words with other words that it knows would work for you. So just keep in mind that you'll see what's highlighted throughout the articles are just JFK assassination. Now to read any of the articles, all you have to do is click on the title right here. When it comes up, you'll see the text of the article is located down here. To take it with you, the tools are at the top: print, email, download, or saving to the Google Drive. Now one tip I like to share is if you want to take the citation for this particular article with you, you can just click on Export Citation. You will see all the different citation styles in this drop-down menu. You can select MLA, and then you can copy it to the clipboard, and you can automatically just put it in a Word document, or once I've copied it, I can go to email, and right in this comment section, I can just hit my Control V and I can just paste it right in there, and I can send the document to myself just right there. So that's a quick, easy way to send the article with the citation right here. Now if I want to go back to my search results, I can just hit the back button. Once I get onto this page, you'll see that on the left-hand side, there's a way that I can narrow my results. And I might want to go back to when this actually happened in 1963. So there is a timeline button that you can pop down, and you'll see that it's looking for JFK and assassination all the way through its collection. And it goes back to 1823, or so it says. So we could put things in date order with the sort feature at the top. If we wanted to sort it from oldest to newest, you'll see right now it's doing a relevance search. So it's trying to find the articles with our term mentioned the most number of times and putting it in that order. And this one has JFK and assassination all over the place. This one has it a little bit less, and that's how they're sorting the order. But if I want to put the oldest one first, we can see what happens and see what comes up. So even though it says it goes back to 1823, I can see right here that it has 1964 that comes up at the top. So it's not really telling the complete truth. Now what if I want to do it? If I want to do, I know it was November 22nd, 1963, but I can just say, let's go to 1963 and go all the way through 1964. What was being talked about at that time? And then it just is a very small amount, and I just think, oh my gosh, there should be a whole bunch more there. So then I might think, well, do I need to change my search term? Were they not saying JFK assassination at that time when the newspapers were being published, because it's trying to match keywords? So then I might do President Kennedy assassination. So I can move from 2 to, it goes back to a lot more, but it does forget my timeline. So if I want to go back in here and reset my timeline, 1963, 1964, the end of that year, and I can see if I go from 2, then I go to 18. So then I might want to say, well, maybe if I put some of those builder terms in there, President Kennedy and assassination, let's see if that makes a difference. And again, I need to reset my timeline every time. But you'll see it already said, oh, we see what you're talking about. And we are just going to start in 1963. So already I can tell that's a better search string. And now I have 17 that come up that can be looked at. So just keep in mind how they are going to write about it in the paper, how that person was referred to at that time. You might need to sit and read some of the articles to see what is the best terminology to find some newspaper articles for. So just keep that in mind, and you can always, to read any of these, click on them. Now the older you get, with your newspaper articles or your event or scandal, some of these electronic databases might not be the best place for you, and we as your librarians can kind of lead you to some primary source documents that are out on the web. So a primary source document could be newspaper articles, journals, letters, things that come directly from that time, and that's one of our superpowers, is that we just go in and look for primary source documents that happened when that event happened, so that you can use those in your papers. And those aren't always going to be found in this particular collection, so sometimes it takes some super sleuthing by us to get that done. So just know that you can do that. Also, you'll see on the left hand side, while we narrowed down by our date here, if we remove that date limitation, know that you can also narrow down by other ways. If you want to do publication type and you only want to look in newspapers, you can select newspapers off the list. If you're doing something that is regional, you can always say, I only want to do locations by publication. You can select the U.S. or you can select Illinois or Missouri, depending on what you're looking for. This one doesn't seem to have the U.S. at the bottom. Oh, there it is, United States. So you can always just say, I want U.S. papers, or you can do a specific state and things like that. But this is a great thing to move around in to kind of see what's out there on your particular topic. The same types of search can be done in EBSCOhost. So just know when you go into EBSCO and you type in your topic in here, if we did Monica Lewinsky and we came up with our EBSCO search, just know that we can set our timeline over here on the left hand side, and that you can always sort and put the oldest at the top just to see what was being said about that particular person when the event happened, and maybe kind of look at the chronology of the articles and how things changed over time. Now remember, if you don't have the full text to an article, all you have to do is click on the title and select to email it to a librarian. And remember, our contact information lives right here on underneath the picture in the Contact Us information. So if you have any questions, let us know. Hope to hear from you soon.